Hello there, very good afternoon to you. Welcome to Lunchtime News. We are coming to you on TV1 Live. Before we head into the news in detail, here's a look at the headlines.
One person falls victim to a fire at the Colombo port. IGP of the Panadura South Police Station suspended. Employees of the Hambantota Harbour take to the streets today as well.
On to your lead story this afternoon, one person died and another sustained injuries as a result of a fire that broke out at the cafeteria located inside the premises of the Colombo Harbour.
The deceased was 38 years old. The injured individual is receiving treatment at the Colombo National Hospital. The fire, which broke out at 4 this morning, was doused with the assistance of the fire brigade and the police. Permission was not granted for reporters to enter the port premises to capture footage of the fire.
A protest was launched by the employees of the Hambantota Ruhunupura port that was staged today as well. On to news from the country's legislature. Expenditure heads of the Ministry of Buddha Sasana and Cultural Affairs, Ministry of Tourism Development and Christian Affairs and Ministry of Hindu Affairs will be taken up for debate in Parliament today. TNA MP Durayappa opened the debate, which was later followed by the Minister of Tourism Development and Christian Affairs, John Amaratunga. When asked about the confusion surrounding the erection of the Christmas tree at the Golf Face Green, Minister John Amaratunga has said that it is not relevant to him or his ministry. Speaking in Parliament, MP Vijitha Herath requested the government to tackle the issue of disruption of religious harmony. Moving on to more local news, also from Parliament. During the budget debate held today, questions were raised on a 3 billion rupee fraud said to have taken place at the Ceylon Electricity Board or the CEB.
Investigations into the misuse of 3 billion rupees of CEB funds is being conducted by the CID. Money belonging to the EPF of the CEB was invested in treasury bonds initially through Selinko Sriram Securities and later through Entrust Securities. However, by the end of 2014, we were made aware that the funds are missing. We launched an investigation and it was revealed that Entrust Securities, without any prior approval from the CEB, took steps to sell the bonds that were purchased through CEB funds. The CEB was not informed, nor did they sanction this. Your second question was why audit officers failed to find out that such a misappropriation had been made till 2014. This is a major lapse. These funds belong to the EPF of the CEB, thereby the auditing was done by members of the Employees Provident Fund Management Committee. They had outsourced it into an external party. Because of this, it did not come under purview of the government auditors or the Auditor General's department. Entrust is a company which was heavily involved in rugby tournaments organized with the assistance of Namal Rajapaksa. They might have invested this money in such activities. Since the transaction occurred between Selinko Sriram Securities and Entrust Securities, there is no need to punish CEB employees. This situation has given rise to an urgent requirement to bolster the audit mechanism of the CEB.
Appointment letters were handed over to a number of deputy customs officers at the customs headquarters yesterday. The ceremony to present appointment letters was held under the auspices of Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe.
124 officers were presented with appointment letters.
දැනට මේ අයවැයන අවස්ථාවේදී Looking at the current budget, we are able to cover our expenditures with our income. Even though we cannot pay off the capital expenditures, we are able to pay for all other expenditures. The deficit in 2015 was 6.5 of the GDP, and we are hoping to reduce the deficit to 3.5 by the year 2020. We will have to come up with a single mechanism for defence, tax collection and boundary control over the next 5 to 6 years. Therefore, as customs, you will have to play a vital role in this regard. You are in the forefront of the economic battlefield.
ආර්ථික සටන්බිමේ මුල ඉන්නේ ඔබ සියලු දෙනාම.
මට අවශ්‍ය වන්නේ මේක
My intention is not to make this just Sri Lanka's best customs department, but the best in Asia as a whole. That is the reason why steps have been taken to modernize this. I believe the only way we can go into that avenue is through utilizing the resources we already have and with the help of the new technology. When creating a trend to recover the fallen economy, we are faced with many instances where we are measured with different yardsticks, but I believe that true development can be seen when the common man can reap the benefits of the economy.
අන්න එදා තමයි කියන්නේ රට සැබෑ සංවර්ධනයක් ඇති වෙනවා කියන එක.
The services of the Panadura South HQI has been suspended. A high-ranking police officer speaking to Newsfirst stated that he was suspended for not carrying out his duties properly.
A suspect who was arrested in connection to the shooting of a police sub-inspector in Kurunagala recently was in possession of a pistol that had been reported missing from the Panadura police station. According to the police, 3 pistols had been reported from the Panadura South police station in the recent past. A sergeant who is suspected to have stolen the weapons and sold them has also been arrested and suspended. Even though the sergeant was arrested, only 1 pistol was recovered. Search operations are underway to locate another pistol that is currently unaccounted for.
Addressing a media briefing held yesterday, State Minister of Science, Technology and Research Lakshman Siriwardena expressed these views.
It seems like neither Basil Rajapaksa nor his party of the Flower Bud has any connection with the people. 3 weeks ago, we received information of a meeting between 3 UMP members and former Minister Basil Rajapaksa. We are clearly observing what would happen. It seems like Basil Rajapaksa has accepted a contract to split the Sri Lanka Freedom Party. This is the main aim of the Flower Bud. We will not allow this to happen. The people will not allow this to happen. Our chairman, President Maithripala Sirisena, who is forging ahead with the party, will not allow this to happen. We need to state this very clearly.
The Faculty of Management and Finance of the University of Colombo will be hosting the 11th International Research Conference on Management and Finance in Colombo from the 9th of December. This year's conference will feature an industry dialogue on academic papers spanning through a wide range of management topics.
This provides a great opportunity for scholars, for academics, the researchers, practitioners to present their scholarly findings. Every year we keep adding new features to our conference, and this year a special feature is the industry dialogue, which gathers numerous stakeholders such as academics, practitioners, policymakers to one common platform to debate about sustainability.
Developing EM and Emergency Medicine and Critical Care Conference with a Conscience was held in Colombo.
The conference, the first of its kind to be held in Sri Lanka, was organized in order to educate delegates of faculties from 20 countries about the manner in which emergency services are conducted in countries across the world.
Last few years it was held in Cuba and Brazil, so this is the first time in Sri Lanka, and we have been exposed to international community on how they develop the emergency services in their countries, and how what we have done so far and how we sort of move forward. So it's all the exchange of ideas in this conference, and which will have a ultimate impact on the society, and to change and to make policies and to make advocacy role to the government.